I'm giving you a quick glimpse at how different countries in Europe are, in a sense, dumping the refugee problem on one another. I've been in Tovarnik, Croatia for 45 minutes, and this bus that is approaching right now is, I'm sure it's full of refugees and has a police officer in the front. It is number 9 that has come in this direction in my first 45 minutes in town. And yes, of course, it's full and there is an officer in the front. This is Josh Friedman. It's right about midnight. I am in Šid. It's a Serbian town located along the Croatian border. I am at the rail station here, which is also doubling as a little bit of a refugee shelter. Refugees just came off the train here. They're from Syria. I just interviewed one man, and they are now about to board a bus to Croatia. They are lining up to get onto that bus right now, and it looks like they're being escorted by Serbian police. The police just approached me, asked a couple of questions, and it looks like they are now getting on this bus that is headed for Croatia. You're looking at refugees on the bus. They were just escorted on by this Serbian police officer and others. We are in Šid, right by the Croatian border, and they are about to take off to Croatia. It is morning in Šid, Serbia. I'll give you a quick look at the area I was filming last night. I'm standing outside the train station here, where they have set up a little encampment for the refugees to shelter them very temporarily as they get transported across the Serbian-Croatian border. They set up some porta potties here. They get dropped off at the rail station right over here. They spend a little bit of time underneath this tent. Then a bus from here comes and picks them up right here and then takes them across the Croatian border. And that's where I'm heading right now. I need to run and catch a bus, and I will see you on the other side of the border. Ciao. Take a look at this little town, Tovarnik. Can't tell if those are sheep or what. And there are all these Slavonski Broad buses going by with refugees and police in them. There they are, more refugees getting bused across Tovarnik. Here comes another bus. It's the 6th in my first 30 minutes here. See, it is full. There's a police officer in the front seat, and it is packed with refugees. Number 7, followed by number 8. Number 9 that has come in this direction in my first 45 minutes in town. And yes, of course, it's full and there is an officer in the front. And thus far I've seen 6 empty buses with an officer in the front heading in the opposite direction. Just seconds ago I was oh, here comes a police behind the bus. Just seconds ago, I was filming empty bus number 5 with a police officer in the front coming at me, and I missed it accidentally, but that's no problem because here's empty bus number 6 with a police officer in the front, followed by a police car and some other vans. I don't know what's going on. Interesting day in Tovarnik. I am on the border, literally, between Serbia and Croatia. although you're looking at a cemetery right here. And there are refugees coming, and they are about to board a bus, I believe, and I'm going to try to ask them a couple questions really quickly. Where are you going to? So you're going to Sweden? And which country are you from? Hello.
Hello.
Which country are you going to?
Germany.
Germany? Hungary closed its border with Serbia last month, and after that happened, the refugees started pouring into Croatia. And there's been some fighting, a brief little trade war between Serbia and Croatia's been doing similar stuff. It's been taking the refugees to the Hungarian border. Now Hungary's closing off that border, and the refugees who are still coming in might start going through Slovenia. It's becoming a bit of a game of musical chairs, and you can see how these countries are actively escorting the refugees from one place to another. Just a quick glimpse at the refugee crisis on a cold, rainy night up in the mountains in the Balkans, in Serbia, along the Croatian border. Ciao.